Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips and methods that I use to study for my SPM. The first thing I want to share is to use the Pomodoro Method. If you don't know what that means, it's basically where you study in chunks of time, either 20 to 30 minutes, and then you take a 5-minute break and then you continue studying. And that's what your entire study session will consist of. Why you should do this is because for most people, for everyone they have their own study style, but for most people that I've noticed, after a while we get kind of bored and then we get distracted and then we lose focus on the subject or whatever material that we're studying. And that happened to me a lot. So I usually study in 30-minute chunks, 30 minutes, then I take a break for 5 minutes to check Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. And then I continue studying 30 minutes and so on. Also, my study session will only consist of 2 hours, and then I will usually take a 1-hour break to watch my series usually, and then I'll continue back for another 2 hours, 1-hour break, and then that's just the flow of how I study. My next tip is to take notes, which sounds so basic, I know, but it helped me retain and remember all the information pretty well compared to if I hadn't taken the notes. I take 2 types of notes, which is the normal linear way, and then I have the mind map way. This is an example of a mind map that I made for science. I'll probably insert some pictures because it's difficult to see. So yeah, and usually what really helped also was I used to stick my mind maps in a place where I would see them every single day. So every day when I just pass by the mind maps that I pasted, I'll probably try and remember some facts, so I'll just go through it quickly. My next tip is to find out what kind of learner you are. There are, I think, 4 types: visual, auditory, linguistic, and kinesthetic. So I'll place the definitions of all these kind of learning styles right here, and then you guys can check and follow a studying method that is best suited to the kind of learner that you are. There are a lot of quizzes online that you can take to find out what type of learner you are, and when you use a studying method that's best suited to the learning style that you like or you're most used to, it will make your studying sessions 10 times more effective. The next thing I have to say, you've probably all heard before. It's very basic, but it's so important. I wish I knew how important this was, so I could have started doing it earlier, but it's basically doing all the past year papers, all the model question papers, trial papers, as much as you can. When you do these kind of questions, it gives you more exposure to the actual questions, and it also builds up your confidence quite a bit. A lot of us face this problem where the questions and whatever we learn in class is 10 times easier than what we get in the actual exam. Like the questions that we practice in class and the questions we do in the exam is like 0 to 100, and it's so frustrating, but that's why you have to do a lot of past year papers and everything. And if you are not very strong in a subject, let's say add maths, and then you're doing a trial paper or past year paper, there's this YouTube channel called y=mx+c. I love this channel. It helped me out so much, especially like on the month of SPM. He posted a lot of videos and it really helped. You guys should watch it. And apart from that, when you don't know a question, either ask your teachers or check the answer scheme and try to understand. Get a reference book, go through the steps one by one and try to understand. My last and final tip is to surround yourself with the right kind of people. You have to get friends, or at least when you're studying, try to be with people who care about studying, because these people will push you so much. They will encourage you, they will support you, and you really need that when you're studying, because when you're friends with people who don't care about their studies, it's going to be that much harder to push yourself, because peer pressure is a very real thing. And when we see others acting like that, we tend to follow other people's behavior. Make sure you have good friends who, they don't have to be the smartest people in the class, but they have to be people who actually put an effort in their studies. So you can have group studies with them. When you don't know a question, you can actually sit together and solve it, and it'll become less tedious. For my SPM, I actually managed to get 10 A's. It was one of the most unexpected things in my life. I know it's really difficult studying right now. It's super stressful and you just want to be done with it. But when you really give it your all and you get results that you're satisfied with, that make your parents proud, there's probably nothing else that can give you that same feeling. So just work hard and I'm sure you guys can do it. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped at least a little bit. Make sure to subscribe down below if you're new to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!